Greetings and welcome everyone to an all-you-can-geek Gamecast for 2025. Happy New Year. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Ahoy!
and Tony Korkanakis.
Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome, guys. Like I said, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy holidays, too, if we missed it, welcome to this episode of the Gamecast. We just finished our movie cast. This is Bold Predictions. So we have fun with this one. We open up a document that has not been opened since January 2nd of last year, after we did our podcast last year. And we go over what we predicted, and then we make new predictions for next year, or for this year. Once again, we're live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. So if you missed these, we're over on Twitch there. So please join us if you want to subscribe. You get notified when we go live, which we have right now. You can chat with us on the podcast, and the stream. And if you missed these live broadcasts, YouTube has all the content. So subscribe over there too, and you can view the past episodes as well. And leave us a comment and like over there too. So, all right, folks, this is our Bold Predictions Gamecast. Here we go for games. I'm trying to see who probably had the most. I think it was Mike, or I had a lot of text for you. So I'm going to kick it off with Mike on this. Well, let's go with statement order, so I don't mess this up. I'll kick it off with myself here. Oh my God, I made the same bold prediction for next year. Nintendo Switch 2 releases with Mario Odyssey 2. I can tell you that's on my list for this year.
That's on my list.
I mean, that was on my. I think I had that too, which I'm not going to do again. So,
did you have it? Mario Odyssey 2 announced. You didn't, oh, and Nintendo Switch Next Gen releases with a 3D Mario title. That's Tony as well. So we all had that last year.
Getting pushed. Yeah.
Again, we don't look at this. So I wrote my list not thinking about what I said last year, and I wrote down Switch 2 and Mario Odyssey again.
Well, I mean, I think Switch 2 we know is happening, but
yeah. I think Mario Odyssey is the more bold prediction here.
Eddie, guy. Eddie.
It's going to happen. I'm going to write mine down. But all right. Just remind me when we get to the actual predictions part if you guys want to make those statements again. All right, Mike. Like a Dragon Infinite, biggest RGG game to date, won't be on Game Pass until late summer.
Still not on Game Pass.
No.
So.
But I wouldn't say biggest.
It might have been the best-selling one. I'm not sure, but
I think it did really well.
They made an announcement when it hit the 1 million mark.
So maybe
it
was the quickest to 1 million.
Yeah.
But as far as best-selling, it's hard to beat the back catalog.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but
so that would be
half
it.
point.
Yeah, half point there. Mario Odyssey 2 announced. Okay, so now we'll go back to me here. I mean, the problem is this is all Switch 2 for me. Metroid Prime 4 launch title for Switch 2 may still be right. I might be right still.
See, it sucks because like the Switch 2 getting even though it was never officially announced, delayed into 2025, really fucked with our predictions.
Yeah, we really assumed it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. Nintendo had no rush.
My first 3 are Switch 2 predictions. I did Mario Kart 9 as well.
God.
Oh no, I just did Mario Kart 9. I'm sorry, I just ran another one off there. We didn't get Mario Kart 9 as well, but let's see. Corey, Metaphor outsells Persona 5 in its first week. You gotta look that one up because Metaphor did pretty well.
It did 1 million day one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You're talking about the.
I looked it up. I got it right. I got it right here.
Yeah.
337 for P5 in its first week. 337,000. Persona 5.
That was in Japan though, right?
I wrote down. I looked it up and we wrote it down on this. So you can look it up again if you want to look it up here.
Okay.
But Metaphor outsells Persona 5 in its first week. As we're looking that one up, Tony's next bold is Metroid Prime 4 cross-gen.
I'll push it. All the Switch stuff got pushed for me.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'll go back to me here. I already did 3 already. I said Mario Kart 9, so I'll skip. I'll go to the next one. Mike, Suicide Squad releases as scheduled and will be mid-70s Metacritic score.
It's probably lower than that.
There's no way it's 70. There's no way. Get it. Go look
What's
it up. Oh, you're on your phone. Somebody look it
I'm
up.
afraid right now.
Problem was first week Persona was only in Japan.
60 on Metacritic for Suicide Squad. Killed Justice League.
That's a miss for Mike. Corey, I think you get a win for Metaphor. Honestly. What's that, Mike?
Did release on time this year, though.
It did release on time, yeah. Corey. Oh, I'm going to go with Tony next, actually. Sony acquires Square Enix.
Oh, that was my boldest, I think.
Yeah, that was
my boldest.
And that was pretty... I think that probably has been talked about this year. Obviously, they bought somebody else this year or buying a portion of it. But had to be on their radar. All right, Corey. Wow. Indie title not heard of will be up for Game of the Year. So we didn't know the title at this point.
Yeah, Bellatra.
There we go.
Giving you guys a list preview, it might be on my Game of the Year list. So it might be. It's coming down to it right now. I finished it. It's really good. So we'll see. But that's interesting, Corey. I think you got a good win there. All right, myself. Baldur's Gate 3 Game Pass in March. That was a miss.
Wow. I told you.
You told me out on it in March. All right. Mike, Starfield DLC will change the game. Cyberpunk style.
Nope.
Like narrative included. Didn't.
Yeah, it's if you liked the beginning of the game, you would like it, but if you didn't, you're not going to like it. So
yeah, it's very middling. All right, Corey, Star Wars Outlaws delayed to 2025. No.
Well, came out.
Maybe should have been, but
Tony, I think you got a win here. PS5 peaked last year. Hardware will regress. They had a pro release.
They had a pro release, but I mean, it's not selling well. We won't know until Sony releases their financials, but I'm pretty confident in that.
I think
at least in Japan, we definitively know that it was down.
Oh my god, I did it again. I've repeated another one. Sorry.
Well, it's what happens when
Uncharted 5 announced this year.
Okay.
I mean, we're getting my entire bold prediction list as we go through this list.
When you miss, you might be like, "Oh, these are great ideas."
Yeah, but it's gonna happen. Like we all know it's gonna happen. But I did do an extra one on this one. I did do an extra one. So when we get to the bold predictions, I will add on to that. All right, let's see. Mike, Insomniac's roadmap will be rewritten and not followed by what was leaked. Oh, there was a leak last year. That's right.
Yeah, and that included DLC that did not happen for Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 got canned.
You didn't get that wrong. It definitely was not followed.
Yeah. I'd say so. Corey, Chrono Trigger gets 2DH Pixel Remake, Octopath style.
I wish.
That was interesting. That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
No.
That would be maybe... that would be another bold prediction for next year. I'll let you do it again. You can just do that every year. It's cool. Because if it happens, oh my gosh. And Microsoft has shit this year. That's what we wrote down.
Well, they kind of actually didn't with apparently Indie's pretty good.
Yeah, give them Indiana Jones.
They got one.
Otherwise,
one out of the whole year? One game makes up for the whole year? I don't know.
I didn't say it makes up for it. I'm saying you said there was nothing. So one is more than nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, I mean, they were shit. So.
I mean, this year's
it took them until like the third week or first week of December.
Second week of December. We got one, guys. We got one.
Just gotta throw it. It's like, hitting those financials numbers. You gotta get it in right there.
Yeah. Did I post it in the Discord? The picture of somebody took of Phil Spencer just sitting in the audience at the awards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't know if you did, but I definitely saw that. I was like, oh my god.
He's like not clapping. He's just sitting there staring forward. Like, yeah.
My bold
Astrobot,
predictions.
baby.
My bold predictions sucked for this year. I saw Xbox is a better overall year than Sony.
Well,
no.
I mean, Astrobot winning Game of the Year just nullifies that right there. So
yeah, I would say Helldivers 2. Microsoft didn't do anything that was better
too. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. Xbox had Black Ops come out on Game Pass, which apparently worked out. It had indie, and it made a lot of money. And Sony didn't have any really big releases other than Helldivers.
Did they make money? We have no idea they made money.
We don't know. They don't release it. We don't know.
they had to have over the.
I mean,
Had to have?
they usually don't.
They usually don't.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
They obfuscate their numbers so bad.
Also,
like the Game
when you
Pass will
buy
beat Xbox Live.
when you buy a company for billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, you're never making money. You're just trying to get that money back.
Yep.
No.
19 billion. What was it again? How much?
No,
money?
68.
I was thinking of
70.
billion.
yeah, 70.
Something like that.
So, yeah,
All right.
72.
Oh shit! I never made a Minecraft prediction in the movie cast. God, that's bold prediction-esque. We should do that. All right.
Mike mentioned
Anyways.
Minecraft.
Yeah. I still think that movie's gonna do very well. I think
Minecraft.
I think that's very well. Like, I mean, surprisingly very well. All right. Microsoft will announce the next Halo. That's Mike. From last year. Didn't happen.
Oh.
Nope.
We got news of Halo's team being shit. Think.
Corey,
Change it.
FF7 Rebirth is the highest rated game of the year.
So close.
I
You're
know.
so close, dude.
Yeah.
So close.
I mean, in my
to me,
heart,
it's personally the highest rated.
Yeah, I mean,
in my
I
In
agree
my
with you.
heart, it's the highest
I
rated
agree with
game.
you. But, all right. Rough year for studios. This is Tony. Rough year for studios. Layoffs in the industry. It was a horrible year. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a horrible year. Not a good one to
Unfortunately,
win.
that's just gonna be like a consistent thing now. I think. Unfortunately, it can't really. It's just
I
gonna.
stopped even posting them just because like it's
Yep.
depressing. Like
Yeah. It's not even a good one to win. Sorry.
yeah.
All right. I wrote Fable is releasing this year. I did not double down on that, by the way, for next year. That is not going to follow me. Let's see, Mike. Elden Ring DLC won't come out until fall.
Nope.
No, it was a bit before that.
Yep.
And made game of the year.
Corey, Wolf Among Us 2 released this year.
Oh,
Ooh, I
boo,
wish.
boo.
Yeah. Tony, Smash announcement this year.
Another one that you wish.
No. That was again just related to a Switch.
Oh, I
2
doubled
now.
down on you. I actually followed you on the studio layoffs as well, which is not a good thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we see a Smash announcement this year for the new system, but we'll see. All right, so that was my next one. Mike, James Bond game trailer this year.
I don't think so.
No. Corey, Once Human.
Oh,
will
Once
be
Human. I should have said
content-
Helldivers.
Yeah, content/influencer of the year.
Well, Once Human. I thought it was gonna have that influencer like
Buzz. Yeah.
buzz that Helldivers had, but it's
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Okay. Tony, finally see Dragon Age game and not released this year though.
Ooh.
Yeah, you almost had it.
I almost had it.
I wrote StarCraft tease. I mean, I guess we had that.
Hearthstone's getting StarCraft.
Yeah, we're getting Hearthstone.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Ghost of Tsushima Shadow Drop sequel.
Oh,
I mean, is announced.
gets announced, but
It's announced. They don't do shadow drops though.
Corey, Borderlands games announced. That's a win.
That was right. Yeah, it's one.
Nice.
Tony, more Fortnite collabs, not just skins. Big crossovers. Absolutely. That's a win. That's a win.
I knew it because I started playing. When I made that prediction last year, I wasn't playing the game, so it's like I kind of fucked myself on that one. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Because like even this month we have Hatsune Miku and Godzilla coming. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, Mike, you have one extra than all of us. At least one of those teased games in Sega's package thing will be out this year. There was that
didn't
Crazy
happen.
Taxi. Yeah, no, it didn't happen. All right, and that's all
It's
of
crazy.
the bold. Oh no, I had one more. Sorry, I had 4 AAA games released by Microsoft this year. Oh god.
Or
I mean-
we were like trying to find one.
I mean, if it was Call of Duty is one, right?
Oh,
Yeah, sure.
easy.
Well, I'll give you that. Indiana Jones too.
I mean, Indiana Jones, that's 2. So
That's
we
double
got
A.
2.
You guys even said that was double A.
It's yeah.
I mean,
it's yeah.
I'm
I
giving.
would-
I'm gifting that one just So it's not one.
But I even admit it's double A. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
like- Boy,
but
Indiana Jones.
yeah.
I wouldn't say that's a double A game.
Okay.
Like I said, it's very good, but it's Bethesda, I guess. That's what it is. It is what it is with the clunkiness of it. So, all right, guys. Bold predictions for 2025. Let's get our list together here. I already announced my one. It was Super Mario Odyssey 2 is coming this year. That one does anybody else have that one?
Well, I'm not going to repeat any I don't think.
I mean,
I'm agreeing with you. Like,
I believe, but I'm going to go a different direction.
okay. All right, Mike.
I mean, this is related to what I said last year, but supposedly there's an Insomniac Venom game coming. I believe that's not happening at all anymore, and it's not happening this year when it was supposed to, for sure. So, no Insomniac Venom game released this year.
Okay. Corey.
Oh, well, yeah. Bloodborne remake gets announced.
Oh my god.
oh,
Why are you,
Corey,
don't
you trying
do
to break
that.
my
Don't do
heart
this to me.
live on this podcast?
Oh, I didn't get Chrono Trigger, so I got to do a different game.
Yeah, you got to do it again this year. I'm just gonna go down the beloved list of favorite games.
Oh man. Wow. Okay. Let's see, Tony.
I'll start off with milder ones that I think are actually going to happen. Ubisoft either going to be sold / acquired or merged. Their financial things have been piling up. They didn't have a good year this year, and even with a brand new Star Wars game. So I think we're going to see
on the wind there.
Yep, it's just a matter of time.
Yep.
All right. My next one was Uncharted 5 is going to be released this year. I will absolutely believe that. And I also wrote what was the other one I wrote?
Released or announced?
Oh, announced. I'm sorry. Announced, and that Drake is the main character.
Oh.
That was I told you I added to it. Like that I do believe Drake's back.
I think
What?
Drake's the
Really?
bold part. That's
Okay.
bold.
So I'm gonna hop off this because I think, especially since they're working on that new IP, that's not gonna happen. But
Well, Uncharted is not going to be done by Naughty Dog.
No way.
They already said that.
No, it won't be done by Naughty Dog. I absolutely say that.
But I do think since there's a big gap in Sony's schedule, they will remaster at least the original 3 or maybe even 4 again this year for Uncharted. Uncharted remaster coming this year.
Pro. The pro version.
Uncharted parts 1 through 4.
I'll give you
Plus Lost Legacy.
remastered
Get
Uncharted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got 5 and 1.
Yep.
5 Uncharted for PlayStation 5. There you go.
Pro.
All right. Yeah. Corey?
All right. Well, if we're going to do ones I think are fairly likely, well, I don't know. We'll see. We're going to get a Microsoft or Sony handheld announcement.
I have that as well. I wrote Microsoft handheld, Xbox handheld, an actual not just the Game Pass appearing on systems, but an actual Microsoft system handheld.
Okay.
Mhm.
So I'll piggyback off of you guys just because I didn't have this, but because you're talking about it, I'm gonna go huge bold. This is huge bold.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna see both this year, all or nothing for me for credit for this. But I want double points or whatever it is. I think we see or hear
Nice.
or announce both this year.
Both handheld. I got it. Okay.
That's bolder. I mean, I went even
That's
like
pretty
I was hedging with like Microsoft or Sony. Jim went with one, and then you're just like, oh no, we're getting both.
Both.
I was like, all right, every level there.
All right. Actually, I have 3 more. Corey, give me another one.
Well, Tony said Square last year was getting sold. I think it's this year.
Is it like a Sony purchase, or are you just gonna say sold?
Oh yeah, I think Sony makes the most sense.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
Tony, give me another one.
Okay. A little more like I'm trying to go up there with besides from my surprise on the spur moment. Silk Song will finally get fucking released. This development
Wow.
schedule has been ridiculous, but
Oh my gosh.
I have a good feeling. I have a good feeling this year.
Yeah. Spencer didn't say it was coming out in the next 12 months.
Yeah, so he didn't promise it, so it's more likely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna do a more obvious one. I think is definitely happening, but Half-Life 3.
That is bold. That is bold.
I think it's happening. I'm pretty confident in it, actually.
I don't see why they would ever care to do it. There's no reason for them.
I bet.
Prestige, just passion project.
It's
I just
only
think it's
going to be a
happening.
disappointment. Whatever it is, it's
I'm
going to
not
be a
saying it's gonna be good. I'm
disappointment.
just saying it's gonna be announced this year.
Yeah, fair.
All right, let's look at that. Mike, give me another one.
Let's see. All right, I'll do something no one else cares about, so I'll say it. Uh, Starfield's second DLC expansion will be announced, but it won't release until 2026 as they try to make it more impactful than the
I'm
last
going to
one.
go the opposite way with that.
Yeah.
Well, they've already it's already been data mined. They know that they have stuff in there for it already.
I
You'd say it
mean,
could be
I feel like it's
though.
canceled.
doesn't matter. That's what I was going to say. I was like, I mean, just because it's there doesn't mean we're getting it. Just like Venom.
So you want it? Before you going Starfield dead?
No, I wasn't going to do that. I was going to say that.
You were just thinking.
Well, like on the fact that Starfield's disappointment, it's not like people like the game, I understand,
No, I'm
but
just saying, like, they're not
it's
gonna-
definitely a disappointment for them. I think they cut ties with Starfield as fast as
That's what I'm saying,
possible and fast track Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls,
I was
yeah.
going to say Elder
I'm
Scrolls.
saying by dead, I meant like support, like new
Yeah.
DLC. I'm saying dead.
Mhm.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think we get a big announcement for.
I think we're gonna see one of those
Elder
stupid
Scrolls.
tweets where it's like a background image in the text, like "Dear whatever they refer to the player as in Starfield, dear whatever's, we want to thank you for all the time you take in exploring our universe." They'll drop some numbers and they'll be like, "Unfortunately, we have decided to make the tough decision to cancel any DLC plans as we work towards our next project." Blah blah blah. And it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
I think they got one more. That's it.
Alright. No,
You
I
only have one more, Mike.
No,
I
he
think
said he
it's
think
probably-
they give you Starfield gets one
gotcha.
more. He's saying.
All right.
Yep.
We did that. That's a whole bunch there. Okay, Tony, give me an actual. Wait, Corey, give me an actual part one first. Corey, give me.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Monster Hunter Wilds is going to have 750 concurrent Steam players in the first
Wow.
week.
Ooh,
Current what? Concurrent
Concurrent
users.
players.
CCU, concurrent users.
Okay.
750,000. That is bold.
Okay.
I think he can do it, though. I think he can do it. We're going to start seeing the marketing blitz on this thing.
Mhm.
Influencers are going to be
And,
so behind
yeah.
this.
Yeah. I mean, that's
I
like
believe in
what
it.
number? What number is like? So I was
Yeah.
gonna say initially like 500, but I was like, no, it's got to be higher. I think we're gonna see some in the first week too. It's the first week, so
Got it. First week. Hang on. All right, Tony, give me another one.
it's gonna be
Alright.
huge, that game.
I'm going to give you two. And we can either do half credit or whatever's two separate, but I feel they're related. Overwatch 2 numbers get real bad this year. Like so bad this year that Blizzard people start sweating, executives, they start sweating. But also, Marvel Rivals takes off and they actually announce, this is the thing, PvE mode for Marvel Rivals.
Okay.
Wow.
I was thinking
just
about
step all over
You know,
Overwatch.
Like, be like, we need to talk about this, and we have a fucking PvE mode, bitches. Like, boom, mic drop.
All right. So Overwatch 2 tanks, Marvel Rivals, PvE mode on two sides of it. All right. Let me get my other one. I had one. I'm getting cold feet on the one I had, so I'm gonna change it.
No, man, what the heck?
I'm getting cold feet on the bold.
It's just too bold. I said MGS 6.
It's just too bold.
Oh,
Oh,
MGS6.
I mean, that is bold. That is bold.
Yeah.
I'm going games directly here. I'm going with it. I'll put it down. Just write it down. I'm writing it down. Put it on paper.
Do it, Jim. Like that's what this is. This is bold predictions, not
MGS6.
like, oh, I think this will happen, so let's just
Yep.
call
All
out.
right. Mike, give me another one there.
Well, we've been avoiding this, but I'll start first. This isn't bold, but the timing, the specifics of the timing is what makes this. We're all going to have different opinions, maybe. I think Switch 2 will be announced by the end of February, so probably mostly within a month. but it will release in like the August September time frame.
Okay, back to school.
Okay, that's my prediction for Switch 2.
Um,
So announced
I'll throw
in
mine.
February, August, September.
Yeah, I'll throw mine out there. Switch 2 is going to launch at $399.
Oof.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that's. I'm not saying I'm piggybacking. I don't think it's. I think that is.
It's gotta,
the reality
though,
of
I
it.
think.
I think it's gonna be $399. I
I
don't think they
definitely
can.
think it has to be at that around that price, but yeah.
Yeah.
You can see it a little more, but we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Corey?
All right, I don't know. So, GTA 6 delayed
Uh,
To
I have that
2027 or 2026.
2026. Yeah.
Okay.
literally have that GTA 6 delayed to 2026.
Yeah, I think it's pretty likely.
Yeah. Like they've been just so like, oh, it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But I don't know.
I think is like whenever it comes out, they're gonna make their fucking money like hand over foot. So there's no incentive to rush it out like any of these other games that we usually talk about. That
Right, like Cyberpunk or something,
Yeah.
where they're just like, oh, just throw it out there, even though nobody can play it.
Yeah.
All right. I'll throw one out there. A new Halo game announced. And guess what? Multi-platform.
Mm.
Announced multi-platform.
What's that?
Not even a time release. All right.
No, it'll be multi-platform at launch. It's just announced, but it won't be releasing this year, but it will be announced and it will be for PS5.
I mean, I think
Detail
there are
announced
no
with you.
more Microsoft exclusives. Like there will
Yeah,
not
I mean, I'd
be.
agree with that if you want to make it a prediction of mine. I don't think any new.
I don't.
like,
Yeah, there's no new. I don't think any Microsoft game is going to be exclusive anymore.
So you
But-
guys, I'll put on your.
I mean, I
both
don't know
of
if you want to put
predictions.
a boat prediction, but it's just. I think there's no reason for them to do it anymore. The way that they're running their business.
Yeah, that's why I think Halo's.
Halo will definitely be multi-platform. There's no doubt
absolutely.
in my mind about that.
I mean, if they can get
Um,
Halo on Steam, that would be big for them.
Yeah.
Because I think that will help a lot.
Well, it
But
did.
it's still.
It was. Halo Infinite was on Steam.
Right, yeah,
I think
it's
I got
true.
everything on mine.
They need that PS5 on it, so.
Yeah, that's gotta
I
make
think I got
it.
everything on mine. Oh, no, I don't have anything on mine. Mike, give me another one.
So here's a little bit of a dark horse. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will be in the Game of the Year conversation.
All right.
That's bold.
They just gave away the first game on Epic.
The games.
I mean, I played the first one last year because it was like $4.
On Game Pass. Right? Was it on Game
What?
Pass too?
It was a deal with Game Pass that made it like
Ah,
$4.
mhm.
Yeah. So
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Corey?
Well, I gotta throw a Borderlands one in there. Well, I mean, we know Borderlands is coming this year, but I think it's coming sooner than we think. So my prediction is it comes out in June.
June release. Okay. All right, Tony?
I'm saying Sony is going to drag out an old PS1 or PS2 era franchise of theirs, either announced, shadow dropped, or released. Like I don't know if it's a Jack and Daxter, like I don't know if it's a Ratchet and Clank, I don't know if it's whatever. Like
We've
they
gotten
will
too
do
much
something.
Ratchet and Clank already.
They
You need,
do
yeah,
something.
Jack and Daxter would be interesting. Naughty Dog, you know,
Ape Escape,
franchise there.
whatever. Like it's gonna be a PS1, PS2 IP.
Okay.
the Shodan, whatever. What is that?
Yeah.
Fighting game.
Oh, God, yeah, that's right. Battle Arena. That's what it was, Battle Arena.
I mean, we got Virtual Fighter. We gotta get that
Yeah.
other.
Shinden.
That's whatever it was called.
All right, I only have one more. It's I think it's one I do every year. It's an annual
Mhm.
prediction. Game Pass finally on Switch.
Dude.
I mean, this is an Xbox. This is an Xbox.
This is an Xbox.
This
yes.
is an Xbox.
Maybe on Switch too. Actually, might be able to handle the stuff they put on there.
Well, it doesn't have to
It doesn't
handle it.
matter.
It just
Like,
has to
it's
stream
cloud
it.
streaming.
Mike, I
Yeah.
play Indiana Jones on my TV. I stream it through my Fire Stick.
You can play stuff on your phone just through streaming off your network now.
Yeah. Was it Mike?
Their internet doesn't do what mine does like now. So
No, I have
Whatever.
fiber.
Exactly.
I have fiber.
Get a little more reliable.
Yeah.
um,
Go ahead, Mike.
are we
Give
to
me-
me?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
They're gonna stop pretending like it's gonna happen anymore, and they will officially announce that last Ronin Ninja Turtles game is canceled this year.
All right.
Wasn't it
'Cause that
announced like a year or two ago?
yeah, but the studio is like lost everything. I think.
Oh, did
So-
it? Okay, I haven't been following it.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
All right, Corey.
I don't think I have any new
Very
ones
good.
anymore. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm good too.
I'm out.
Tony.
Maybe my boldest. I don't know. We'll
Okay.
see.
Let's go.
I think next gen Xbox at least gets very strongly rumored or talked about within the insider community, whereas basically one of those like everybody knows about it, but they're not going to officially announce it. And I feel they want to replicate getting ahead of Sony, like by a year. Repeat the 360 success, where it's like, hey, we got to get our system out and we need to do it, because I just think it lines up perfectly with like
Mm-hmm.
they know they can't compete directly with PS5
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
And they didn't do a
And
pro.
if
They didn't do a
right,
pro.
and if they released PS against the PS6, it's gonna repeat the process. So I think they're gonna go back to the playbook, and they're gonna be like, if we just launch ahead of PS6 by a year, we can get some units out the door, and
Yeah, I mean,
we can have a sizable audience before.
If they can have the system out at the end of this year or early next year, they could do that, because Sony's not going to do
Mm-hmm.
they just got the PS5 Pro out. They're not releasing their PS6 anytime soon. So
Oh yeah, exactly.
So they could do that.
Do you
Okay,
think
cool.
it's releasing this year?
No.
No,
I don't
just
think it's being released.
talk
Just
about it.
Oh,
at least we start to hear insiders, and popular whatever, like
Gotcha,
Jason
gotcha.
Schreier and stuff, talk about like, yep, guys, new Xbox next year, they're going to beat Sony the punch by a year at least, or something like that, because they
okay.
want to get, they're chalking this up as another loss and just being like, yep, we need to move on.
Yeah. All right, Mike, do you have any more?
This is mine that I do every year, and it's a cope. But Injustice 3 announced this year.
I feel so sorry. Like, I'm sorry.
Yes, or whatever NetherRealm DC fighter game that they do, because fuck Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh man. Yeah, hopefully you get it, man. Hopefully you get it.
They're done with Mortal Kombat 1. They said
Yeah.
so.
All right, Tony, any more?
Okay, this is just spur of the moment. My personal boldest, it's not going to be huge for anybody else. I mean, a subsection of the internet. But Capcom finally releases a new Mega Man game.
No way. It's bold.
Releases?
Sir. It's bold.
Look, Akami 2, we got Akami 2. You can't tell me they're like, fuck Mega Man, but Akami 2. Like, I love Akami, don't get me wrong. I think it's great, but
Onimusha, whatever.
you're right. You can't tell me they're like Okami sequel, Onimusha sequel. Fuck Mega Man. Get out of there. Get out.
Mhm.
No. Mega Man. I think what it was, we'll find out. I think they were waiting for the Switch 2 launch. And that's what it was. Like
there
the
you go.
Switch 2 to release.
All right, Mike, anything more?
I think that's it.
Okay, Tony.
I'll throw another wild one out there. Try to
Okay.
will this into existence. We will see a new type of Mario crossover with Sonic game.
The Olympics.
Not
No, I don't love this. I'm handicapping myself. Not even the Olympics. Something else.
like
Something new, he said.
a
Something
sports title or actual
Sports title,
Kart
party
racing.
title,
Kart
like,
racing.
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever, anything. Yeah, like
Yeah.
Okay.
somehow,
Nice.
like not Smash, not like official Mario Kart, unless it's like a Mario
No.
Kart with Sonic DLC, like that.
I'd give you that. I'd give you Sonic characters in Mario Kart 9. I would give you that.
Okay,
Yeah. But okay. Anything else, guys? to add?
that's it.
All right,
No.
folks. That's going to wrap up this episode of the Gamecast. The bold predictions are over. Once again, we're live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Please stay tuned for these new episodes coming up next year. Next week is movie of the year. The week after that's game of the year, and the week after that's shows of the year. So stay tuned for all that stuff. If you missed these live broadcasts, we're over on YouTube, so subscribe to know when we post. We'll see you guys on the other side of things. We are done for the night.